we greet the President of United Earth.
This is not okay. This needs to stop now.
Madam President. Madam President.
I'm ever at your service, Madam President.
You serious?
Hey guys, welcome to the Liberal Hive Mind, a channel solely focused on exposing the abundant hypocrisy of the left. Now this video has one overarching theme, and that theme is
everything woke turns to shit. Okay.
And there you have it, folks. The man himself said it, and he said it with good reason, because it's true. And of course, the world that continues to prove that it's true is the world of Hollywood, the world of entertainment. Just the other day, Joe Rogan was talking about how woke culture has completely destroyed comedy, especially within the world of movies. I mean, there hasn't been a good comedy movie for a really long time. Easily for the last 10 to 11 years, there hasn't been one really funny comedic movie. And when I was growing up, there was one or two every single year. Because wokeness, political correctness is not funny. Yet these studio and Hollywood executives continue to produce woke trash. And the same thing is true for wokeism in Hollywood in general. What is the motive? Why are these studios creating and promoting woke garbage when it crashes and burns and fails each and every single time? What is the logic? And so that's the topic for today's video. Let me show you guys a couple examples. Starting off with Star Trek Discovery, that starred Stacey Abrams. Yep, you guessed it, Stacey Abrams from Georgia, failed gubernatorial candidate Stacey Abrams, as President of Earth. Woke leftist politics has infected Hollywood, and here's the proof. But of course, before we get into any of it, please make sure to leave a like, a comment, subscribe, share the video as much as possible. We are still shadow banned by the YouTube algorithm, hidden from non-subscribed viewers. And with that out of the way, let's roll the tape. Alright folks, this weird cult-like obsession with Stacey Abrams as some sort of liberal deity continues. We covered in the past those candles that liberals were buying and posting all over their Twitter feeds, Gretchen Whitmer included, depicting Stacey Abrams as some sort of saint. Well, that very weird trend continues. Stacey Abrams makes surprise appearance on Star Trek as President of Earth. Stacey Abrams just boldly went where no Georgia gubernatorial candidate has gone before. Abrams, the Georgia politician who's running for governor of the state this year, had a surprise cameo in the latest episode of Star Trek Discovery, appearing as the president of United Earth. A scene at the end of the season 4 finale, Coming Home, introduces the United Earth president, and Abrams gets several lines announcing that United Earth is ready right now to rejoin the Federation, and nothing could make me happier than to say those words. And blah blah blah. Of course, we get it. Once again, within the world of liberal politics, people seem to fail upwards. Again, all that really matters. Of course, don't forget your gender identity, your race, your orientation. That's the only thing that matters. Stacey Abrams, the president of Earth. No, Stacey Abrams couldn't even become governor of Georgia, let alone president of Earth. Sounds to me like a leftist globalist pipe dream, some sort of weird leftist cultist fantasy. But what it really is another example of left-wing politics infiltrating entertainment. Stacey Abrams is a Democrat socialist icon. It's no surprise that she in particular would get a cameo on Star Trek Discovery, which is nothing but a woke virtue signaling spin-off of an old classic. I mean, just take a look at this picture right over here. You can tell that the #1 priority when casting for this show was casting quotas. Make sure we have one of each is probably exactly what they said, because of course diversity and left-wing virtue signaling is more important than creating an actual quality product. And you know how I know that, because just type in Star Trek Discovery on Rotten Tomatoes and there you have it. 86% from the left-wing critics. It's just absolutely incredible. And now that Stacey Abrams showed up on the show and said one sentence, well, it's officially the greatest show of all time, except womp womp womp, 36% average audience score. How has this show been ongoing since 2017? I mean, I literally didn't even know that it existed. And the audience reviews are just terrible. One of the crappiest, most confusing shows in years. Characters are extremely emotional and lack discipline. It was like a soap opera in space, more concerned about characters' feelings than storyline or action in every battle scene. It's like someone just tossed a bucket of rocks on the floor, added some pyro, and set the lights to flash. The first 2 seasons were very good. I had to fast forward through most of season 3 and 4. What a horrible show. Simply terrible. At every opportunity they hype science. Of course, science is cool, but in a show that hypes science so much, you would think they might consider basic physics physics. You can't preach science and then throw science away. This Star Trek series is extremely bad. I don't know why critics are rating this series so high. I do. It's called left-wing politics. The characters don't seem to be interesting or likable or even aware of what's going on around them. Well, yeah, of course. I mean, didn't you get the memo? These actors and actresses weren't selected based on their charisma or their acting talent. They were based on gender and race quotas. Absolutely stupid. And speaking of this nonsense that continues to destroy the entertainment we love, the new season of Vikings Valhalla on season 1, if you guys follow me on Twitter, then you might have seen me complaining about this about a week and a half ago. Vikings season 1, a pretty stellar series. Here comes the woke Netflix spin-off, Vikings Valhalla. If we look at the woke left-wing Twitter critics, 89% on the tomato meter, certified fresh from Rotten Tomatoes. It's a bang-out success. Except once again, womp womp womp. Audience score 56%. You might be questioning why. Well, I'll tell you exactly why. I'll tell you why I started watching the first episode, or it might have been on the second episode, and I literally had to turn the TV off. We're talking about the Vikings, hundreds of years ago. Scandinavian history and culture. Sweden, Finland, Norway, Greenland, Iceland. Scandinavian Viking warrior. In Viking and Norwegian history, there was a Viking ruler named Hakon Sigurdsson, a Norwegian Viking ruler from year 995, who looked something like this. This is the historical depiction of who he was as a man. But in Vikings Valhalla, you want to know who's playing Hakon? Let me present to you Hakon in Netflix's Vikings Valhalla. Yup, that's not even a joke. This is the Norwegian Viking ruler in Vikings Valhalla. Lefties are melting. Well, how dare you even question it? What are you, racist? No, it's called historical accuracy. The entire premise of this show is based off of history. You can't just take Hakon Sigurdsson and turn him into a woman. I mean, if you did, it's one thing. At least make it a Norwegian woman or somebody who would make sense within that historical context. You definitely shouldn't not only gender swap, but then race swap and make a casting choice that is purely political and makes absolutely no sense for the context of the show. It's stupid. And almost every single review complains about the exact same thing. It makes the show unbelievable. The entire point of these history shows is to feel almost as if you're in that time. It's supposed to make you feel as if you're a little fly on the wall during the Viking times, and you're experiencing history as it was 1,000 years ago. The moment you make a decision like this, that feeling is destroyed. And I just don't get why network executives are doing this stuff. I'll tell you one thing, they clearly haven't gotten the memo that
Everything woke turns to shit. Okay.
I'm sure you guys get it. I could rant on this stuff for another hour, but we'll just stop it here. Left-wing politics is a virus that has infected entertainment and media, and it's an absolute disgrace. That's what I got for you. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, please make sure to leave a like, a comment, subscribe. I'm going to get back to work. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.